Welcome to the Bree Pod. I'm here with me, Bree. So, I have updates galore over here when it comes to my health. Basically, I had told you guys that my back was killing me. I was not sleeping. I was having a really hard time standing for long periods of time or walking, which is crazy, feeling like that. So I finally, after definitely help from my mom, and when I mean help, I mean like encouragement because I didn't want to. I don't know. I go through phases of going and being very stubborn about doing things where it's no reason, like no reason whatsoever. So she was like, "Did you call yet?" And I'm like, "No." So I finally called a prenatal chiropractor, or I should say, a chiropractor that it knows prenatal care. And now I see them once a week. If I feel a lot of pain, then it'll be twice a week. And so I've just been going in, and I think I'm on my third appointment now. So it's been pretty good. I am very happy that I went, even though it took me forever to get in there. Um, I'm happy that I went because I do feel like it's helping out a lot. And, or at least I know it hasn't been that many times yet, but I'm not um, in the kind of pain that I was when I first was telling you guys about it. So I'm very happy about that because I was like, dude, this third trimester is going to be intense. Um, so that is the update there. I have a chiropractor. She's using the Webster's, what is it called? It's like the Webster's thing for pregnancy. Let's see if I can help share a little more of what that is. It's a technique. Basically, it consists of a chiropractic evaluation of the sacrum and its alignment within the pelvis. Adjustments are performed to put the sacrum back into the correct alignment. Um, so that is something that she's working on as well. It's something that they use there. So we're trying that technique too. When I went in there, I didn't know what that was at all. So she was like, "Oh, did you come in here because of the Webster technique?" And I was like, "No, I came in because I'm in pain." And she's like, "Well, this is perfect because we will also do the Webster technique on you." So they're doing the Webster technique and they're also working on the parts of my body where it's not good, like the lower back. I think there's the lower back, the front, uh, somewhere in the shoulders, like near the neck. So, I mean, I couldn't tell you. I have a picture if that helps on like what they're working on. The last time I went to a chiropractor, I was like in high school, I want to say. So it's been so long since I have actually gone. I feel like you guys are gonna have to get used to this yawning because it just every time I'm talking it, huh? It's crazy because I'm getting more sleep than a couple episodes ago, but for some reason I feel like the sleep is just kind of, I don't know, it feels weird. I think it's not like a normal sleep because I just get up a lot at night to pee and then go to bed. So I try to catch those extra Z's. But dang, I need to start editing out the yawning. Or it's just a part of the journey, right? So cool stuff happening with health as well. Um, Tomorrow, I officially get the bottom braces on, and that's going to be very exciting because that means we're another step closer to surgery. I will also have my retainer. The retainer will be all done and ready to go. I believe I wear the retainer with the top braces because I don't think that my teeth at the top are ready just yet for the actual braces to come off. So some people have asked me that, and they checked it with they actually end up checking it with um the they made it with the braces on. So I'm assuming that I've got the braces. I want to say that that is the case. Um, so yeah, so there's that. Um, and yeah, I'm just very excited for the upcoming changes. It's going to be weird when they put the braces on because the first time when they did the top level, I just remember thinking, oh my goodness, this is very claustrophobic feeling. But it was also my first time getting braces, and I know I was being a little extra. Um, but that is so I've got a chiropractor, I've got the braces. Um, what else? Oh, they told me that I was low on iron, so I've got to up that a bit to make sure that I get the proper nutrients in me. But overall, baby looks healthy. He kicks me all the time. Um, I feel like he doesn't, I don't want to say sleep as much. I just probably didn't feel it as much before because he was so little, and now I'm starting to feel it, which I can't say is a bad thing because, it's a good sign that he's moving. Um, they seem to feel he's healthy. We're going to know more on August 9th. We'll know his weight and we'll know what he looks like. Well, not what he looks like, but a closer idea of how his head and face are forming. So I'm kind of excited to see that next. Oh, and I have to ask about fibroids. So what's interesting is I've always known that I've had endometriosis. I did not think that I had fibroids before, but they found one when they did an ultrasound. The first the first official time they did like the really good ultrasound because they have one um at my doctor's, but it's not the really good one. It's like just a quick one you can look, but the really good one is down the hallway, and that's one that you really only get to see it 3 times if you are not high risk or have certain things. So, with that being said, I saw, I guess I should say I saw in my notes because they have this cool thing online where you can check your results. In my notes, they basically said I have a fibroid. It's as big as a quarter. Oh my gosh. I should just stop recording when I'm tired. But I'm always tired. That's the problem. Um, so they said it's basically the size of a quarter, but I'm gonna have them look at it when we get the next ultrasound on the 9th to see kind of like, is it growing or does it stay the same size? I have no idea how long I've had it, so I'm going to be looking into that because back in 2018 or 19, I believe, when I was finding out about endometriosis, I had ultrasounds and everything done that year, and they didn't seem to find fibroids. But um, so if I did have a fibroid, I may have not had it back then. So that's basically what we're gonna do is look into it, see what they say. If it grows, then after I have this baby, I'm going to find information on what I need to do because that is something that is going to suck to have mixed with the endo. Um, I'm scared of my first period when it comes back from pregnancy. I have no idea what it's going to be like. I know that when I had surgery for endo, the first couple of periods were not that bad at all, and then the pain that I'm used to came back. So I've read definitely many different things that can happen that with people that have endo and pregnancy that kind of, pauses it because you're not shedding um, the blood and everything. Sorry to get all graphic there, but I'm very curious to see what happens. I was gonna say what they say, but I am curious about that too because I don't know if that affects like what I'll need to do for the fibroids. So um, yeah, pretty much health wise, I feel like there are certain weeks in the month where I'm doing like 4 to 5 appointments in a week. It's kind of wild. Um, it kind of feels overwhelming sometimes, but I know that even when the baby gets here, there's going to be more. So it's been interesting. Definitely a lot of learning uh, curves and lessons with pregnancy, and I um I am just I guess gonna see what happens, see where life takes me with it. It's almost over, thank goodness. I know that sounds bad because everybody's like, "Oh, it'll be fast," and then you'll wish for certain things to come back. But um, of course, I'm gonna, you know, miss the timing. I mean, even just watching my little Benji boy grow, like he was just a puppy around this time. Actually, he was born at the end of this month. But anyway, a year ago at the end of this month, he's just a little baby. And then I ran into this post and found him, and now he's almost a year old. So time does go by fast but I think pregnancy feels like that long winter that just never ends. So I'm kind of excited to I don't I know I shouldn't say get it over with, but part of me wants to say get it over with. I think that's just the first time mom feeling because, you've got all these new aches, new pains, new things you're learning. And then on top of that, like I'm on the journey to my jaw surgery. So, and then learning things about the fibroids, like there's just so many things I'm ready to kind of like fast forward through, even though I know it's not good to look at it like that. Just some moments where I'm like, I'm ready to meet my son. I know that I'm gonna have sleepless nights. I know it's not gonna be an easy thing, but I'm just hoping that it all, you know, works out beautifully and I learn, like just like with anything new in life, just learn uh what what will work, what won't work. And I've been keeping uh therapy. I plan to keep therapy the whole time just because I want to be kind of not ahead of the game, but I just want to make sure that I have the supporters that I need watching me in case postpartum happens to be, something I need to address. So I'm keeping therapy throughout the whole pregnancy and after pregnancy. And it's been super beneficial and healthy for me since I've started it. I don't know how long I've been in it now, but I should check the time because I feel like ever since I brought it into my life, it's been very beneficial and helpful. And I'm happy to have that during this new waters, new path of life. So yeah, basically that's what's going on over here. Um, I did not record yesterday because I was just tired. The hormones are definitely up and down. I was crying over a fan, so I thought maybe I won't record today. Um, and I've just been kind of, figuring out the next steps, nesting like a crazy girl. The room I feel really good about. We're still trying to find what we want to do with the ceiling, not like paint it or anything because it's not our apartment building, but maybe put up a galaxy like with one of those projectors. We've been looking at those, or just keep it as is. I don't know. We're looking into a lot of stuff. Um, I think just because I'm kind of waiting. So it gives me something to do while I wait for this um, baby to come. I am very curious when he is going to arrive. I had a lot of people on my Facebook wall give me an idea of when they felt um, he will come. His due date is 9/16, and I've heard from online, which I don't know. I know that it all depends on the person, the pregnancy, but I've heard that sometimes you can be later if it's your first time being a mom. So I'm very curious to see what he decides. If he comes later, if he comes early. Obviously, the goal is later, well, closer to his due date. But I've seen a lot of women in my group that are all due in September that have actually given birth already. And the good news is, knock on wood, all of those babies have been doing very well. Um, Unfortunately, they do have to go through the process of developing in the care unit, but they seem to be just healthy and doing well. So that's a beautiful thing to see, especially for those mamas that were hoping that it would be longer. I know it doesn't always work out the way that we plan, and I'm also aware this is kind of funny. So I've been told, you know, don't rely solely on your birth plan because it may not work out. And I just want to let you guys know the birth plan that I have made is so open. And what I mean by that, it's just so like, it's, how do I say this? It's not as like planned or tight knit or specific as one may think. The birth plan is just very almost generic, more so, like with a couple of things that I knew that I wanted. For example, skin to skin, I wanted, the golden hour, I wanted. Um, but luckily, a lot of these things that I want, they already do where I'm having the baby. So that's cool. So just so you know, the birthing plan that I have is not as as intricate as you think. Like I know that I'm a planner, or I look a lot like a planner with the way that I'm doing stuff. But I also am aware, especially since I'm having a baby at, like, let's say I'm 33. I don't know my age. 32? 33 to 32. I don't know my age. 32. I'm having baby at 32. I have watched my cousins, my friends, many people have babies around me, and I've learned through them. And I know it's not everything. I'll learn many things on my own too. But I've learned through them that not everything goes to plan. And to basically be open-minded, because it's not, if you're like a planner, it's not going to go exactly to plan. Um, so I know that with like the room and the way I like things when it comes to photos, like I look like a super planner there. But when it comes to like the birth plan, it's pretty generic. It's just things that anybody would ask for, basically. And then the little things that I learned online. And of course, there's a backup plan. For example, let's say there's something that happens to me where they need to do surgery or instantly take me away to do something. Then I said I want the baby to go straight to Jeremy. Um, and then they take care of me. Like if I can't do skin on skin, let him do skin on skin. I mean, he's still gonna have skin on skin anyway, but like if something happens to me, then go to him. So it's simple stuff like that. It's not really like I will at this specific time eat ice chips. You will put this epidural at this certain time. I have said that I do want pain meds. I haven't decided if I'll start off with the epidural, but I said that I'm open to the epidural. So we'll just see kind of what happens with that. So that's basically the plan. There really isn't a plan. It's just a idea of what I want. It helps them kind of see what I want. And that's really why they had me make it. It wasn't to um, to try to control anything. It was more so they want to see what I'm looking for or what I want. Now, when it comes to the planner side of me, do I have lists of things that I have for my hospital bag? Yes, I do. Will I remember it all? Maybe. I've got it on my keep notes. But if I don't, I'm going to treat it just like my wedding, like we planned the wedding. If things worked out, they did, and if they don't, they don't. That's kind of the mindset I feel like has been the safest with any sort of planning, and that's kind of where I've been with all that. So that's the update from Baby Herto and the chiropractor and all the beautiful things happening. Um, I hope you all have a beautiful Wednesday on this Brie Pod Wednesday. And I'm very excited to continue to share more. Like I said, there will be once I finally get a routine again with all these appointments, we'll finally get some more people to come on and talk to us on the podcast. But with that, you are loved, you are worthy, you are cherished, and I am proud of you. Until next time on the Brie Pod. Bye.